taking you through some back roads here around Nashville. I'm trying to get my way over to Old Hickory again, because it's a road that actually kind of goes completely around Nashville. And but the problem is, since it's been building and whatnot, I don't think it ever went fully around. So it does break up and jog here and there, but it's a nice little road. It's fairly straight, unfortunately. But parts of it, like the part I'm driving up to currently, it's nice. It's a little bit windy. It's just a fun little road to be on. And the way I'm going right now is the back way to it. That way I don't have to be on the main roads. Just trying to stay away from too much traffic. Now there will be points where there is traffic on Old Hickory. I mean, I can't stop that. Parts of it, it does become a main road here around Nashville that goes around. More or less, I just kind of want to ride it around Nashville and get some of the curvy parts to kind of enjoy it a little bit. Enjoy a little bit of a curvy, we're not talking like Tail of the Dragon kind of curves by far. Hell, I'm in Nashville, not on a mountain. But, you know, some rolling hills. So, a little up, a little down, a little curvy. It's just a fun way to get around. Now, part of the reason I kind of want to stick off of main roads too much is because back in April, when I got my bike, not even a week. I had it for not even a week, and I got hit by another car avoiding deer. I did say that something a little about that earlier. But here's the story. I was on my way from my house to, at that time, my fiance, my wife, Shannon. I was on my way over to her place, and going over by the airport, I was kind of taking a different way around because, well, I was riding a motorcycle. I didn't want to just go in a straight line. You know, I just kind of wanted to take a little bit of a jaunt, you know, more of a scenic route, if you will. And I came to this part, I was kind of stuck behind this lady for a little while, who was doing like 10 under the speed limit, you know. Cars were passing us consistently, and I couldn't get around because there were cars passing. I didn't want to, you know, I was being safe, didn't want to just jaunt right out in front of a car that's going faster than me. So I bided my time. I got to a point to where I actually had plenty of room. Fell in behind a car that was coming up. After they passed me, of course. From there, what I went to was, I was right behind her. Let's say both of these lanes were going one way, right? So pretty much a 4-lane road with a median. And I was in the left lane behind the lady that I was that I had gotten behind to get around the other person, who, when I passed, you know, take a quick look like that, you know, just kind of give it a look, and I could have sworn I saw them with their phone on their ear, well, their phone between their ear and their head and their shoulder, and you know, so I was like, oh, no wonder you drive like an idiot. And so since they were on their phone and stuff, I was kind of glad I was getting around them. So I got a good space between between me and the car in the right-hand lane. Now the car in the right, it was about 8 o'clock at night, April 10th. So it was dark. I mean, if you look back, it was dark. It had been dark for probably about 30 minutes or so, not a whole lot. When I went to go ahead and get in front and merge back into the right-hand lane, as soon as I got around the car in the left-hand lane, there were deer out in the middle of the road that I had not seen previously. Of course, if you've ever been in Tennessee, seen Tennessee deer, these were doe. They were not big bucks or nothing like that. So I didn't see these deer, and I'm telling you, these doe, they're small, okay? If you've ever seen a Sportster, an XL 883L, that's what I'm riding. The doe's head did not get above where my hand is. So I ended up crossing the lane because they were faced that way. Now, when I got into that lane and I saw them and I started shifting fully across the lane, they decided to turn and bolt. So I did as hard as I could without trying to like high side myself. Went to the side. Now it wasn't like this. There's actually a brake with lines in it, and then a bike lane. So you actually have like another, I don't know, probably about 6, 7, 8 feet of the side road. So I was going to the side, you know, try and stop and get completely off the road since I knew that car was behind me. Well, I believe I got to the point where I was at an angle, and so that I think my rear wheel was just about completely off the side of the road. And I was almost to a complete stop because those deer were literally, I had grazed them, like I said. And that's when I heard the screech of their tires. I'll never forget that sound, by the way. Never forget that sound. And before I knew it, I was on top of the hood. Came back down off the hood. And when my feet touched the ground, I jumped off to the side, took a couple of steps, and landed over. Just made myself lay down. Something about what had happened made me lay down, and so I just lay down on my side somewhat. When I lay down on my side, I just kind of stayed there. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to do anything. So I ended up just laying there. Ambulance got called. The whole, you know, when they hit me, it was only about 10, 15 miles an hour, but they slid up alongside me. They just slid up alongside me and broke both my tib and fib. You know, the lower legs of your bone. Broke both of those. So then, yeah. This is my, you know, this month is really kind of like my first, well, this past couple of weeks have been really my first time back on my bike since, because, well, I also promised my fiance that until we got married here at the beginning of November, that I was not going to ride my motorcycle. And so I made that promise, and I understood it. So I got healed, been back at work. Now taking some rides here and there, and enjoying it. So there you go.